Howdy, we're ready. Ready for the show. A little late, but back from the South Shore. As promised last night, the broadcast. Be back here today. Ready to go. Ready for a homestand. Ready for those yellow birds coming to town. Ready for you to come see us at Legends Field in Kansas City. Let's roll the open. It's the ultimate coffee show. It's Monarchs Mocha. 3, 2, 1. Here we go with a good jam. Of course, it helps to have my headphones on. There we go. That'll be good. Better. Not that anybody's talking to me, but all right. I was just in a local coffee shop a moment ago, and it was very much like that. It had very coffee-esque, if you will. Dan Vaughn with you at the ballpark. Nick's behind me slinging tickets. Wade there. Just wait. See how busy he is? You don't even see his face.
So busy.
I mean, he's like hunkered down, fixed on them. He's like moving those tickets so fast. Come on. I mean, that guy, I'll tell you. No one slings tickets like that guy. I saw his car out there slinging tickets. This is license plate. All right. What did you miss last night? Well, you missed a American Association record. That's right. Darnell Sweeney with the 5 stolen bases last night. I had to dig up the archives now. He already set the single game high for the franchise with 4. Darnell actually was part of a group of guys that had 3. Mason Davis is in that group. There's a long list of guys that had 3 stolen bases in a ball game. And then he swiped another. He had 4 after 3 innings. Something like that. Aaron Levitt, the official score up there last night, came down to me and reminded me. And I looked at him. I said, well, I feel pretty good that Darnell could probably grab another one. That was my thought. And of course, it did go to the very end. It waited until the tail end of the game to grab one. But he did grab one there late. 5 stolen bases. And you're asking, well, who has that mark? Well, I'm going to tell you right here. I'll pull this up for us here. Where is it? Had it for us. I was just looking at the tab a moment ago. And let's see. Here we go. This one. There we go. Okay, stolen bases. Most of the season, 188 for Sioux City in 15. Fewest in the season, 36 for Lincoln in 19. Most attempts, 233. That was Sioux City in 15. Fewest attempts, 52 in St. Paul in 14. And the list goes on and on. Here we go. Most for a team in a game, 9. Now, the Monarchs franchise record is 7 by team, but that's the Monarchs T-Bones numbers. But the association number is 9. Texas did it in 17. Sioux Falls did it in 18. Sioux City in 19, which makes sense because they have the all-time record in the association. Most in the ball game, and it was Ralph Santana who had 5 for Sioux Falls, May 19th, 2006. And I was looking this up because I wanted to kind of put this in perspective and just who was on that team. If there was any, I love looking these things up to see who was on that team. If there's any names we recognize, and I'm just going to pull this up here. Kind of exercise we can do real quick here together as a group. Play along at home. Good to see Keith out there. Missed you, mate. Yes, 2006. Sioux Falls. Santana only played 1 more year. He only played 6 years. Only played 6 years, but also played in Southern Illinois in the Frontier League. Just looking down that roster of, let's see here, Tony Kogan was on that club. Chad Hermanson was on that club. Because I seem to recall that being a pretty good club. Let's see here. Just trying to, no, I was thinking perhaps it wouldn't be one Pat Mahomes on there, but I don't. That was was that the 05 team? Was it the 07 team? Because he's not in the. I just off the top of my head thought I'd just check and see because. But anyway, 2006 Sioux Falls Canaries, And Ralph Santana had the 5, and Darnell Sweeney has joined him with 5 last night. Taking away some things from the series, of course, last night a tough loss, 4-3. Let's make the Canaries in a shredded tweet. I like that. Hey, Morgs, you hear that one? Let's make the Canaries in a shredded tweet. What's the weather like these days in KC? Weather is awesome. Awesome. It is awesome. It is beautiful here. Beautiful here. Going to be beautiful all weekend. As a matter of fact, I left Chicagoland this morning, flew out this morning from O'Hare, overcast, misty, very Chicago-like weather on the lakefront. Cleared the clouds, and the closer you got to Kansas City, the more beautiful it got. Coincidence? I think not. There you go. Sean says, sunny in the 70s. Yes. And by the way, tomorrow night, 70s funk night, so that makes sense, right? So that's a problem because I don't have any 70s funk shirts. I asked for shirts that would work for this, but I didn't bring one. I'm kind of panicking what I'm going to wear tomorrow night. Broadcaster's problems. Got to fit in with the gang, right? Anyway, yeah, very nice. Very nice weather here. Okay, takes from the series. Let's take out last night. You won the series, but you did play last night, so you split the series. 4-gamers are tough. You've got a few of those this year. Remember last year against Milwaukee, you did split a 4-game series up there. You didn't. The goals to play 500 on the road. Well, with one limited sample size, you did that. Stolen bases, the speed effect, I like. There were 2 double steals, by the way. 3 in the series, 2 last night. Pitching was great. Yeah, thank you very much, Dan. Good to see you out there. Glad to be back. Pitching was great. That's been the case the entire time through the entire 13 ball games. Pitching's been solid. A couple of bullpen hiccups, but one of them you won, one of them you didn't. But you're going to have that happen. Your starting pitching has been great. 2 good matchup last night. Lee Strom was very solid for them. He struck out 8. And Lewis Thorpe struck out 7, went 5 1/3. Strom went 6. Really nothing to sneeze at the entire time. Really just in general, that's not the problem. Now, the problem was last night, and I think Joe Cathpietri will tell us this tonight on the top step, is that they walked 11. Barbecue the Canaries. There you go, Colin. I'll put that on the screen for you. Canaries, Kansas City style. There you go. Can we have a Canary? Can we have a tip and Canary Sammy? Can we do that? Is that a fowl and beef mixture there? I do love their colors, though. But again, they walked 11 last night. The trick is, though, when you strike out the numbers that the Monarchs are striking out, that kind of offsets that. But I will tell you this. You walk 11 Monarchs, 9.5 times out of 10, you're going to lose. And this team does draw some walks. And when the offense gets cranking, 11 walks, that game should have been pretty much out of reach. It didn't happen because that's why you play the games. And I'm sure Joe's going to talk about that tonight at the top step. He's mentioned it before. It's just that's where they're at right now. They've had, for example, I'll give you the example the night before. Wednesday night, David Thompson went yard twice, solo shots. Last night, David Thompson goes yard with those 11 walks twice. That game's probably a 9-4 ball game. Maybe not 9, maybe a 7-4. Because you would have had a couple on at least once or twice. The mathematics of 11 walks does not bode well. That's 11 extra batters you're going to face in a ball game to get 27 outs. The odds are, it's just like we talk about playing cards. If you're a blackjack player or a poker player, the odds are how stacked right there. But sometimes you come out, you will split twos and it'll work out for you. It does happen. Takes a lot of cards usually, but it does happen. Split twos, get a 9, double down. Ooh, there's 21. Split twos, double down, there's 21. Happens. Love my blackjack references. But, again, that's we're probably making too much of the struggles offensively and too little of the starting pitching and the bullpen work. And that's what I talked about all week, because the offense is going to come around. I mean, it's, for example, last night, Gabby hit a rope to third. Great play. Backstabbing play by Walraven. There's been some balls have been smoked. I mean, 2 nights ago, Matt Adams really missed a home run twice. And the foul ball that he missed by about 7 or 8 feet would have left the facility there in the South Shore. So a lot of hard hit balls. Defense, very solid. Again, the speed numbers are there, pitching's there. I just think that, you're going to have to kind of wait this thing out. These things come in cycles. And it's not a complete team-wide thing. You've got some guys, Pete Cosma, for example, had a really good week. David Thompson had a really good week. Darnell Sweeney's had a good start. Casey Gillespie's quietly had a really good start as well. You've got some things going on here. And this thing's going to really, you got to really see what what Jan and Gabby can do. You know what Matt Adams can do. And we're going to see all that eventually. Just got to wait this thing out. And again, as long as you're getting starting pitching like you're getting, you're going to be in every ball game. That's the thing I pointed out last night at the post-game show. The 3 1-run losses, the 2 2-run losses. And so you've got 7 losses and is that right? 7 and 6, so 5 losses of 2. So only 1 loss have you been sort of, actually that's wrong. That's 6 losses that have all been 2 runs or less. Do my math from the memory from here, but anyway. So with that, let me give you what I think is going to happen. Well, what I think, I told you this last night. Last night, I knew going into the ball game, if Lewis Thorpe was able to get them into the 6th inning, that probably Nick Belzer would come out and pitch an inning. The Monarchs' pen was a little tired. They'd worked a lot of innings during the week. And I know Joe has, there's a stretch coming up. There's no off day until next Friday. I'm sorry, until next Thursday, pardon me. This is one of 2 long stretches of no off days. And that'll end on Thursday. We go to Lake Country, and then they'll have you 2 off. You actually have 3 off days and 3 off days and 6 on the back end of the stretch. And Joe wanted to get to that stretch, and he can save that pin as best he can. With Lincoln coming and with Falls coming with division bunkmates, more situational pitching perhaps in the works. So Belzer did get the inning in last night. That means Belzer was going to pitch tomorrow, because John Harris goes tonight. He will go Sunday, and then Matt Hall will slide back into his spot between the two. Well, not his spot. He'll slide between the two. So Hall was going to go Sunday. He'll go Saturday. Belzer Sunday. Then Bostic Monday, and Thorpe on Tuesday, and so on. So that's the way it shapes up this weekend. And again, that was sort of that was the plan last night. And it did work out. And there was a chance that if it didn't go well, they were going to have to make a decision. And we'll find out in the top step today from Joe Capietro if that's the case or not. But that's what he told me last night, and that's what we believe will happen today. John Harris going today. Team arrived back about 8:30-ish, almost 9-ish this morning. Left. It was 11, almost 11:30 when they got out of there last night. That game a little longer than you'd like to have been. A lot of pitching changes, a little walks. It kind of does that. All right, which leads me tonight. A short show here. We'll be back on Monday, so you don't have to worry about tomorrow and Sunday because we got a quick turnaround. We'll be back with your Monarchs Mocha on Monday, brought to you by the Roastery Coffee Company since 1993. All they do is the best coffee in KC. It's simple. Get the best beans, best coffee, source it, produce it, and get it to you fast, get it to you fresh. 6 locations in Kansas City. The Roastery since 1993, the official coffee company of your Kansas City Monarchs. And I'm going to source some raspberry cold brew if they got it out. Hoping they do. I haven't checked, but I'm going to message them later and find out. Get some next week. Gate swing at 6. Tonight, Blues Brothers. Now, as I mentioned last night in the broadcast, their MC there in Gary is a mate of mine, Jason Yorkovich, and he is the quintessential Chicagoan over there with the Bears over there. Over there, the Chicago Bears. And he actually does a Blues Brothers bit, and we're about the same size, and I should have borrowed his Blues Brothers suit. And he's very Blues Brother-esque. And but I don't have the Blues Brothers suit, but so I'm going to go with the this blousy shirt tonight. But it's Blues Brothers night tonight. There'll be performances during the ball game. I just saw the run of show from Morgan. It looks good. All weekend, got live music tonight. When the gates swing at 6, they'll be playing till 6:45. Blues Brothers, you've got it's gonna be fun. Got tomorrow night is the 70s. And we got Sunday Jazz. I mean, we got jams going all weekend. I mean, you come out here and you just want to just kick it, relax with an adult beverage and a roastery or whatever, kick it, feet up. You're just going to get grooving it. Just get a groove in it. You'll love it. Tickets at monarchsbaseball.com. He's right here. You can just call him. Call him. 913-328-5618. If like somebody else answers, just say, well, I was hoping for Nick, but I'll talk to you too. If I answer, you know you call the wrong number because I don't know where that phone is. They don't give me a phone. Yeah, I'm not allowed to have a phone because Vaughn might answer it. Anyway, all right. Canaries come to town. A couple notes on them. They looked sort of kind of spinning their wheels a bit. For the last 2 nights, they scored some runs. 2 nights ago, they were down 13-2, I believe. They came back at 14-13. They've never had a problem hitting the ball. It's usually keep the ball in the ballpark has been their problem at home. But they've got a couple of games going. They just took the series from Winnipeg. It's interesting from a standpoint of what we saw early this week. I kind of thought, well, this is a nice way to come home to face the Canaries. But they come in smoking hot the offense. And then behind them is a real big-time battle. I really feel Lincoln, Fargo, those two are going to be the thorn in your side this year. In every one of those games you can grab, because Lincoln looks really, really good. They just swept Sioux City. Now, granted, they had one game washed away. But they took a doubleheader yesterday for the Explorers, who are really thin right now. The visa restriction list is hurting Sioux City and Cleveland the most right now. What that means is the guys that can't get in because of their visa situation, there's a list for that. And it's really affecting both ball clubs, and they've gotten off to slower starts. But Cleveland, they've dropped 7 in a row. Thanks. Sean says go Monarchs, and I say go Monarchs. I think we all say go Monarchs, don't we? Tonight, there we go. Broadcast on tonight, aabaseball.tv. And we'll be rolling tonight on aabaseball.tv. The broadcast for the radio side on MixLR starts at 6:30. Now, tonight, Jackson's not here, so maybe about 6:35 because we pull one segment from the pregame, so maybe about 6:35. The video usually rolls about 6:45-ish. Whenever Joe's show airs, the Top Step, brought to you by your Midwest Ford dealers. Usually we start rolling there. aabaseball.tv. And, of course, MixLR. I'll give you the link right here. Go Monarch Sean. Probably should put that up on the screen, right? If I talk about it, put up the screen. Vaughn, come on. For example, there is aabaseball.tv right there. And there you go. There's your radio call right there. So we'll see you at the ballpark tonight. Big weekend of baseball tonight. Tomorrow, 6 o'clock. Sunday fun day at 3. Big weekend. Come and see us. The weather's going to be lovely. It's a holiday weekend. It's a Memorial Day weekend. Always one of my favorites because of my affinity for the troops. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that more tonight. Tonight on 101, we started the story of Henry Mason. It was last night. Yeah, last night. And we didn't get finished through it. We will get it tonight because we started it, but they started early last night. I got you 2 minutes. I got halfway through it. All of a sudden, I realized I had to bail out. We'll give the rest of the story tonight on the pregame show. So it's all good. All right, ready to go? You ready for Go Monarchs? You ready? You ready? Ready? Y'all ready? I'm ready. Ready? Ready? I'm ready. Okay, 1, 2, 3, Go Monarchs. Let me bring this down so I can do this. And we ready to go here? Ready to go here? Ready to go here? Here we go. Here we go. Me. There we go. All right. 1, 2, 3, Go Monarchs. I'll see you in the broadcast. Night, everybody. Promise. Promise, 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 promise. There we go.